Okay.
I can do some secondary for the new teams and whatnot.
Hello everyone, we are here for JL season number 9, the opening round here for the Spanish Grand Prix in Maralgia track, fictional track made by Nandi with, just like in Sofia, some help of the AI to make some parts of the bridge and also some Photoshop for the mountains and the rock stuff. And yeah, we are here for a brand new season, which means that yet another JL season has ended very recently, and oh, not that we reached, but okay, who cares? So we got a brand new season. Last season it was Jeff the Jeff who won the title, the driver's title, which just 4 races, I'm pretty sure. And then Solaris became the team champions. And yeah, bringing this sort of ends between this sort of big fight between Fraga Verde and also Delphox, which are usually being the most dominant teams, I would say. But yeah, now currently we got Figueira now leading the way in this qualifying with the 33.83, coming out to a second lap with Cylinder also in second place, Juan in third, and then Enigma, who has been pointing as one of the favorites now in P4. Then we got Monaco Grand Prix in P5. So let's see which are going to be the driver's lap times. Will someone improve? Will some changes happen? There he goes now. Enigma here, up into the lead with the 33.75. So quite a solid lap for JL, I would say, with Cylinder now third. And I think no big changes in the top 5. I think it's exact same drivers, but the order has changed. BK, we see him in P6, then it's Keith here in P7. Let's see now, they're about to make the final 4 corners. I would say the last 2 corners can certainly be a little bit complicated when it comes to the timing. Let's see who's gonna take that pole position for the opening round of Season 9. And I think it might be Enigma. Yeah, I think he's gonna keep it. I think he also improved his lap toward a 7. But the drivers should be starting very soon. And here we go, we are off to the season here in Season 9 with Enigma starting on the inside, so we should be easier to defend there. As we see Kizzy already trying to tight things sideline. As here we go, the drivers, the teammates going side by side. As then we see one of the Fiji drivers there, Gormy, now around the outside of Figueroa. Now he's going to have the inside line here as they go side by side. It's a sandwich here, free wide into the back straight here. It's Figueroa, no, it's Enigma on the inside line, but Figueroa takes the lead of the races. We have a little bit of a crash. Figueroa takes a penalty, and now it's Enigma leading the way with Tencor Army in second place. And then you got Figueroa, who as Enigma makes a big mistake here. BK now on this lead group, 4 drivers up there. We see now big mistake, I think, from Cool Army on the inside line. As we see now, BK is trying to take the inside of Figueroa into turn 2. And then we see it's the team leading the way. Then it's BK in third, and it's Juan there in P4, just behind Dr. Known here, with Core Army now falling down a few positions, down to P6. Not really an amazing start, as we see one of the very drivers. What happened there to Cylinder? He seems to have been pushed wide to that 90-degree corner. As we see a lot of midfield battling here. We got Himpo now going for the inside of Fabricio. They go side by side. Now Cylinder looking to join Kizier. I don't know, gets randomly pushed on the outside. They kind of look like it. And then you got here now Cylinder going side by side with Fabricio. Fabricio goes completely wide, and now he tries to block some of the drivers. And now we see here the teammates battling each other. It's Enigma and Figueroa. They seems to be quite peaceful though. And yeah, it is amazing for them to slip each other, but now Figueroa makes a mistake that might allow BK in third place to maybe catch up to him. They're both racing on the soft tires. We see some clouds coming in, but right now no rain expected, as in we see No Gamer on his debut, I think in P4. Then we see Joan maybe around the outside. That could be risky, but I think a nice move there from the Hearts. But now Dr. No does the exact same thing there. Really nice battling here from the serial drivers. As we see now Dr. No and Joan, I'm pretty sure these two are quite the veterans in this league, so they certainly have some experience. As you see Joan going a little bit too wide. Then Dr. No makes a mistake on the final corner. That seems to be very common among these drivers. And I think among everyone on this track, not gonna lie, it is a very challenging last 2 corners. Very hard to time returning pretty well, as you need to be really fast with your reflexes, as we see here. I think it's Zelinder and it's Monaco Grand Prix there with Kizir, and then also Himpo appearing on this party as well. 5 drivers here battling for a P7. And then we see Joan and Kizir side by side to the final 2 corners. And now we see if we widen to turn more, we see Zelinder maybe around the outside. And they all managed to survive. Let's see if we can do the same now into turn 2. Also very tight hairpin there as we see. Oh my god, the Himpo looks to be been pushed. But yeah, then we got the Ricard drivers just leading 1-2 and then a 4-second lead to Gorlami. Now we managed to get back up to 3rd place. Looking for the very strong podium here. And now there goes the first pit stop happening here for Enigma, looking for an undercut maybe, even though he had the lead of the race. So let's see now. He might find himself some traffic, which might not be really ideal. And we know sometimes how JL drivers are. They're not really that much expected to slipstream, and they might battle him. But we will see how will the Dutchman deal with that lag. I mean, not that lag with the traffic. We see here now it's easier battling here with Juan. Now it's battle for P6. Maybe Juan's tires hearts might be better, or maybe not really. It has been a thing with these new cars that the softer tires are often way better compared to the harder tires, and usually the question about the tires has been usually related to the pit stops, times. And if the pits are big, then usually the hards might have a chance. We've seen it with tracks like Matra, for example. So on also I think Orschleben as well. And yeah, we got here Zelinder and Figueira now in the battle for 2nd place. As Figueira has pitted already, so we really need to get past here. I think the Diaz driver, not really sure if that's the team name. Sometimes I'm not totally familiar with the name.
Yeah, it's Diaz Racing Zeg, I believe, so it's just Diaz for short.
Yes, we got now looks like Figueira finally managed to get past Zelinder, who is on the old hards, and now he has to try and catch up to his teammate who made another cut. But Figueira has the softer tires, which means they will degrade faster. So by the time he's getting closer to Enigma, the tires might just not have that much of an advantage here. So it might be looking interesting this second stint, and they might pit again, or maybe not. Enigma might actually trying to stay those hards until the end of the race. As I do feel like these JL races have become a little bit shorter, and sometimes the one stopper might simply be the best option, and sometimes you can do it by just picking softs and hards.
By the way, Figueira is also debuting in this race.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's been one of the new drivers, and he's made quite an impression, I would say. Looking pretty strong and a very promising driver, currently in 2nd place. As then we see Enigma just leading the way. He's been appointed to be the favorite for the title this season. He looked very strong on the last race last season, where he lost to Jeff, I think mostly for a tactical mistake, I would say. And then you got Gorlami 7 seconds behind, so that shows how strong this Ricard team is looking, and they might be looking maybe for domination. And yeah, as we see here, Gorlami just making, I think, a mistake on the grass. It seems to be very easy to make that mistake. If you touch the grass on the first part of the corner, then you might do the same on the second part of the corner as well. As it's you just get yourself too much on the inside, it becomes really hard to correct it. As we see here now, Joan, now Gorlami, now Zelinder going for the inside of Himpo here. They're going side by side to turn 2, and Zelinder managed to survive, but he lost the position. Now Himpo goes for the move on Joan. I think, yeah, both on the hard tires, but Zelinder is on the mediums. Not really sure who has the softer tires among these 3 drivers, but it's quite a nice battle here for P5. As you got now Zelinder around the outside. That's quite a nice move there. It looks to have more grip on those mediums, and now he's going to take the safety of Joan. Maybe have a look on the inside line. And there he goes. Now he's certainly going to try it, but Joan managed to keep it around the outside, but now he goes into the grass, and Zelinder takes the position. Happy to P5 he goes on lap 13. As you see also big saucy Italian women battling. Kizir, he goes around the outside. Kizir gets a little bit of a touch on that sort of fake roll there. And once again, he's gonna do the same on the next corner. Now Keys here. I know not. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, Salsi now keeps P9 on the soft tires. I wonder if he would pit again, but there's only 4 laps to go, so he might just. Yeah, I think he's gonna try and stay out until the end of the race. You see now Nocturne going for maybe a move also on Monaco Grand Prix, and Skizir is gonna touch the grass. Now they're going free wide. Can they survive it though? And I think they can. There you go, really nice driving here. You see Nocturne now making some moves here up to P8, and now oh my god, this big Salsi, big dive there. Oh, what happened?
Monaco.
Yeah, it looked like to be a big misjudgment of the braking care there. As you have to remind you, Big Saucy was disqualified last round for driving backwards and costing a driver who was finishing still yet to finish the race position. And so we need to remind you that backwards driving is not okay on these leagues, as we see now Figueroa pushing an Imran, I think. So it looks like there's a big been a change. It looks like Figueroa has managed to catch up to Enigma after all. Maybe proving that mediums might be superior here, but they go now a little bit of a like rocket. They both fighting for the same spot here, but they managed to both survive it pretty well, and Enigma keeps the lead of the race. You see now Figueroa maybe look for the sideline, but he's too far behind to go for an
It's
overtake here.
the penultimate lap of the race.
Yes, and with just 2 laps to go, or 1.5 lap to go, we got 2 teammates here battling for the first win of the season. As I'm pretty sure Enigma, not sure if it will be the first win in JL, but for Figueroa it would certainly be its debut after all. It will be quite a debut to start with a win. Once again, he has been looking promising. Enigma also looking for a very solid return after a race, I think, from Season 7 for Flow Force, which has been more than a year ago. But yeah, we see Figueroa looking pretty close, but he's gonna be close enough though. Maybe these hearts will start to just get a little bit better, which is something that the Enigma might really need, as they're now about to make the final few corners of this race. But I think it's gonna be the win for Enigma. And here he goes. Enigma wins the Spanish Grand Prix. His teammates Figueroa will finish second place, then Gorlami here on the finish in the podium. Looks like he seems to be very happy with it. You see him waving at the end, and Joan will finish before. Then is BeeKay closing the top 5 with his teammate Zylinder right behind him. Then is Simpo